Have you ever stopped to ponder what wealth truly means? It's a concept that's often misunderstood, shrouded in myths and misconceptions. Wealth isn't synonymous with money, despite what we're often led to believe. You see, money is simply a tool, a means to an end, whereas wealth is the end goal itself. Wealth is not just about accumulation, but also about preservation and growth. It's about wise decisions, smart investments, and understanding the power of compound interest. It's about creating a sustainable ecosystem for your money to thrive, not just survive. Wealth is also about balance. It's about having enough to live comfortably, to pursue passions to help others, and to leave a legacy. But remember, the pursuit of wealth should never come at the expense of health, relationships, or personal growth. So let's dispel the notion that wealth is merely a pile of money. Wealth, therefore, is not just about having money, but understanding its nature and using it wisely. But what exactly is money? This question is deceptively simple, yet the answer is multifaceted and steeped in history. To unravel the mystery of money, let's travel back to the dawn of civilization. In the earliest societies, people relied on barter systems. If you had a surplus of apples but needed a pair of shoes, you would look for someone with a surplus of shoes and a craving for apples. This system was straightforward, but it had its limitations. It relied on a happy coincidence of wants, and it couldn't account for differences in the value of goods. Enter money. Money emerged as a solution to the inefficiencies of barter. It provided a common medium of exchange, enabling people to buy and sell goods without the need for a direct swap. So instead of trading apples for shoes, you could sell your apples for money, then use that money to buy shoes. But money is more than just a medium of exchange. It's also a unit of account. This means it provides a standard measure of value, allowing us to compare the worth of different goods and services. Without money, it would be difficult to determine how many apples are equivalent to a pair of shoes. But with money, we can simply compare their prices. Lastly, money serves as a store of value. It allows us to preserve our wealth over time. We can save our money today and use it to buy goods or services in the future. This function is crucial because it encourages saving and investment, which are key drivers of economic growth. Over the centuries, the form of money has evolved from shells and beads to coins and notes, and now to digital currencies. But despite these changes, the essence of money remains the same. It's a tool that facilitates exchange, measures value, and stores wealth. It's a cornerstone of our economic system, underpinning every transaction we make. Money, in essence, is a tool for exchange, a measure of value, and a means of storing wealth. But how does money work, you ask? Well, it's not as complex as it might seem. Money circulates in an economy through a system known as the money cycle. This cycle is propelled by three main players: individuals like you and me, banks, and governments. Let's start with individuals. When we work, we earn money. We then spend this money on goods and services, which goes into the pockets of businesses. These businesses, in turn, pay their employees, buy more goods to sell, and the cycle continues. But where do banks fit in? Banks are like the conductors of this monetary orchestra. When individuals save money in banks, the banks lend this money out to others, for instance, to businesses who want to expand or individuals who want to buy a house. This way, banks keep the money moving, stimulating economic activity. Now let's talk about the role of governments. Governments influence the money supply through policies. They can inject money into the economy by spending on public services or withdraw money by collecting taxes. They can also influence interest rates, which affects how much people save and borrow. The value of money, however, is not constant. It's affected by supply and demand. If there's a lot of money in the economy but not enough goods and services to spend it on, the value of money decreases. This is called inflation. Conversely, if there's not enough money but lots of goods and services, the value of money increases. This is known as deflation. Money, in essence, is a medium of exchange. It's a tool that allows us to trade our labor for goods and services. Its value is not in the paper or the coin, but in what it represents, a promise of value. The mechanics of money are a dance between supply and demand, mediated by banks and governments. The system may seem complex, but understanding it can help us make better financial decisions and navigate the economy more effectively. So, how does one create wealth, you might ask? Let's delve into the triad that forms the bedrock of wealth creation: earning, saving, and investing. Earning is the first step. It's the fuel that drives your financial engine. This could be through a job, a side hustle, or a business. The key here is to focus on increasing your earning potential. This might mean acquiring new skills, seeking promotions, or finding new income streams. Next, we have saving. Saving is about discipline. It's about setting aside a portion of your income for the future. Think of it like a dam that stores water for use in dry seasons. The more you save, the larger your reservoir of wealth. But remember, saving alone won't make you wealthy. It's just the first step in building your financial fortress. Investing is where the magic happens. It's where your saved money starts working for you. Imagine a seed. When planted and nurtured, it grows into a tree, bearing fruits year after year. Your money is that seed. When invested wisely, it can grow and bear the fruits of returns. Now let's talk about compound interest. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it." It's the process where your interest earns interest, creating a snowball effect. Over time, this can lead to exponential growth of your money. Lastly, let's touch on diversification. It's the strategy of spreading your investments across different types of assets to reduce risk. Think of it as not putting all your eggs in one basket. By diversifying, you can mitigate potential losses and increase your chances of earning returns. Wealth creation, then, is a journey of earning, saving, and smart investing. It's about understanding the power of compound interest and the importance of diversification. It's about making your money work for you. Remember, wealth creation is not a sprint, but a marathon. It takes time, patience, and strategic planning. But with the right approach, anyone can embark on this exciting journey. But what about keeping and growing your wealth? That's a question that often comes up when we talk about financial success. Let's dive into that. Maintaining and growing wealth isn't about finding a golden goose and just sitting back. It's about nurturing that goose, feeding it, protecting it from foxes, and maybe even finding more geese. Financially speaking, this translates to strategies like reinvesting profits, continuous learning, and adapting to ever-changing economic conditions. Let's talk about reinvesting profits first. When you've started to accumulate wealth, it can be tempting to splurge. But the key to growing your wealth is to take these profits and put them back into your wealth creation strategies. Whether it's investing in more stocks, buying another property, or expanding your business, reinvesting can exponentially increase your wealth over time. Now, onto continuous learning. The world of finance is always evolving. New investment opportunities arise, economic conditions shift, and laws change. Staying on top of these changes is crucial. It's about reading, researching, and maybe even enrolling in a finance course. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's potential profit. And lastly, adapting to changing economic conditions. The economy is like the weather. It has its sunny days and its storms. But unlike the weather, you can actually prepare for and navigate through these economic changes. When times are good, save and invest. When times are tough, look for opportunities. Maybe it's a good time to buy stocks cheaply or invest in a new burgeoning industry. But underlying all of these strategies is financial literacy and discipline. Understand how money works. Know where your money is going and why. And most importantly, have the discipline to follow your financial plan. It's easy to stray from the path, especially when there are so many shiny things vying for your attention. So, in a nutshell, maintaining and growing wealth isn't just about making money. It's about keeping that money, growing it, and making it work for you. It's a journey, not a destination. And like any journey, it requires preparation, navigation, and a fair bit of determination. Maintaining and growing wealth requires continuous learning, adaptation, and discipline. So, what's the path to getting rich? Well, it starts with understanding the nature of wealth. It's not just about having a lot of money, it's about having assets that generate income. Then, we must grasp the concept of money itself. It's not just a piece of paper or a number in your bank account, it's a tool, a means of exchange, and it's all about the value it represents. Next, it's crucial to comprehend the mechanics of money, how it moves, grows, and shrinks, how it's earned, spent, saved, and invested. Then comes the creation of wealth. It's not just about making money, but about making your money work for you. Lastly, maintaining and growing wealth. It's not just about getting rich, but staying rich. It's about smart investments, diversification, and risk management. Getting rich then is not a sprint but a marathon, a journey of understanding money and wisely managing wealth.